Now, the other ingredient, which my brother and friend, and Collins, I'm entitled to call you a brother and friend, I suppose.
I'm humbled.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The other point he makes is that, look, who prosecuted him? It's the Attorney General who prosecuted him. The Attorney General is a member of government. In fact, he sits in cabinet. And therefore, this is a political case. That's a huge problem. Okay. Now, we have made reference to these provisions of the Constitution over and over and over again. And I'm going to do so again today.
Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
I'm saying Lord jails Wontumi for 20 years. Stuff like that. Kwesi, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you very much for joining us on the show. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. And also, Collins Adomako Mensah is the Honourable Member of Parliament for the Ifija Kwabre North Constituency. At some point, he was a Deputy Minister in charge of the Energy Ministry. Good morning, sir. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, my brother.
It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. How's the family?
Family's fine.
Please tell my sister that one of these days I'll come and eat some.
We're expecting you.
Yes. There's an outstanding fufu and light soup.
Yes, we're expecting you.
Okay, so I'll try and see if I can convince Kwesi so we can come together. Yes, we'll come together. Kwesi has this Land Cruiser. It's almost 20 years old. Yes, it's registered, I think, 2012. I want to drive that Land Cruiser. It's beautiful. He's kept it very well. Yeah, we'll come there with that vehicle. All right. So the Herald this morning.
So if you give me the chance, you know, 2 weeks ago we held our constituency election.
Okay.
That's how come you've not seen me.
Yeah. Okay. How did it go?
I just want to take the opportunity to thank my constituents. It was a very, very peaceful election. No other constituencies had it tough. I'm sure you reported on them.
Yeah.
But I just want to take the opportunity to thank all the delegates for showing a great deal of maturity during the whole process. I think Ifija Kwabre North was not in the news for the bad reasons.
Right.
You know, so I want to thank them, and I also want to thank and congratulate the winners, the newly elected constituency executives. Some were retained, others, new ones joined. And with your permission, let me just give them some little shout outs, if you don't mind. Kwesi.
You're taking all our time. You're taking all our time.
A few minutes, just for a few minutes.
Just a few minutes.
Only payadi on side. Yes, let me go hold on Kwesi's leg. Should I? So let's
to my chairman, Mr. Chairman Thomas Ofosuhene, who was retained.
Right.
Emmanuel Apumesu as first vice, John Terry as second vice, Frank Kampofu as the new secretary, Isaac Eduse also as the new deputy secretary, Abigail Pokia Appel came in as the treasurer, Kwesi Boache as the organizer, Gladys Opoku as the woman organizer, Francis Odro Ajima as the youth organizer, Karim Abdullahi as the Nasara organizer, and then Samuel Dramina as a communication officer. I want to congratulate them for the peaceful nature of the election. I also congratulate them for emerging as victorious.
Okay.
There's a lot of work to be done for the next election, and I'm sure they are all poised for the task ahead.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Collins, before we get on with the main business for the day, first of all, the names you mentioned, are these your people? Did you produce them? Did you help to produce them?
Oh, they are all members of the party in good standing.
Okay.
In the constituency.
Okay.
It was an election, and my duty as the member of parliament is to work with anybody who emerge.
Okay.
But I'm happy with the results that came up.
The reason I'm asking is because, you know,
and I'm also happy with the way the losers have pledged their support.
Yes, for the winners.
For the winners. That's what is important.
The reason I'm asking is because, you know, typically for MPs, you take a very keen interest in these elections, starting from, I think, the polling stations, ward coordinator, go all the way to the the constituency elections, because these are your soldiers, you know, for the war that is coming up. Must have been that's next year, isn't it? Your internal primaries. And so those of you who are sitting MPs and those who are aspiring to become MPs, you take very keen interest in supporting them, whether in kind or in cash, advice here and there. That's why I'm asking if...
Oh, I did. I took a keen interest.
Yes.
So I've not been here for the past 2 years. I took a keen interest.
Right,
Because it's,
So you worked against some of the
I took a keen interest
Yes.
in the elections. My duty was to ensure that it was a very peaceful election.
Yes.
Thankfully, it went...
Didn't you hear his question?
I'm answering his
His
question.
question was whether you supported someone.
I'm answering the question.
You couldn't have supported all of
I
them.
supported everybody. Everybody got support from me.
Oh,
And they are listening, they are watching me. And I'm saying that I'm happy with the results that came out after the... But what is important for me
Master,
is the
so
peaceful
3 people
nature.
were contesting for chairmanship.
Yes.
You supported all the 3.
Everybody got my support.
Hey, you are very interesting.
Everybody got my support. But of course,
You had no choice. All of them were good.
Kwesi, because I voted, so I had a choice.
How is he?
And yet you supported all those who
Yes,
contested.
I gave,
You know, no,
I gave
for-
everybody
for-
my support.
For political smartness reasons,
everybody
you
my
have to support everybody. However,
Do you know what
The-
this
the-
actually means?
no,
In practice, you know what it means.
yes.
I won't say anymore.
Oh, you have studied Ghanaian politics longer than all of us. So help us appreciate.
It's not about Ghanaian politics.
Okay.
It's about the issue of principled participation in politics.
Okay.
There are 3 people contesting.
Yes.
And according to the Honourable Member of Parliament, he voted.
Yes.
He must have chosen one.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Which meant that he believed that the 2 others
Yes.
were not qualified
Yes.
or were not
didn't
up to
deserve.
the standard of the one he voted for.
Right.
And yet he supported them.
Yeah, but Kwesi,
He will support them.
Do you understand?
No,
Do you
no,
understand what I'm saying?
obviously.
Kwesi, your interpretation is a little bit...
He
the fact
supported
that I
them,
voted
but
for
it doesn't mean
somebody
he
does
voted
not
for all
mean
of them.
that the rest were not capable.
No, but you
Yes.
preferred one.
Everybody will have a preference.
Exactly.
Everybody will have a preference.
Exactly. So if you prefer one,
Everybody will have a
if you
preference.
prefer one,
Yes.
how come that you support 3?
Yes, I supported them all.
Just
they're all
in
your
case.
constituents.
Insurance.
Because they're all my constituents.
He's a father of the constituency.
Yes, they're all my constituents.
Collins, can you listen to yourself?
Yes, I'm Kwesi. They're all my constituents.
That,
And they're all
even
members
as
of...
you know,
Yes,
my brother,
they're all members of the
that
party.
even as you know that somebody is incapable of performing a certain role,
Yes.
you will still support the person because he's your
I
constituent.
never said they are not capable of handling the constitution. I never said so.
But some are better than others. So
I
more, some
never
are
said so.
more
I never
capable
said so.
than the
I never
others.
said so that they are not capable.
But you voted for 1 out of 3.
Because
What does
everybody
that
has to take a choice. Make
Exactly.
a choice. At that point
now
in
what
time,
informs your choice?
everybody has to make a choice.
What informs your choice?
My choice does not mean that the others are not capable. Indeed, those who contested, one was in the
So you
former...
chose the one which was not capable.
Those who even contested.
I think we should stop. We should stop.
No. That is your own interpretation of the issue.
not interpretation.
That is your own interpretation.
How can this be interpreted?
That is your interpretation of the issue.
Collins, 3 people are vying.
That is your own interpretation.
Listen, 3 people are vying for a position. Okay. And you, as a voter, make a choice.
Everybody has a choice.
Yes, I
Yes.
agree. On what basis do you make the choice? You choose the best in the interest of the constituency.
Yes.
Ally.
Yes.
So, what is the problem?
Oh, but it doesn't mean the others are bad.
That's the point I'm making. It doesn't mean the others are bad.
He said you're all good, but this is the best. That's all.
It doesn't mean the others are bad.
So when
In
you're
any
faced-
case,
when
I
you're
just
faced
have
with
one
a
vote.
choice,
Yes.
When you're faced with a choice
Yes.
between good, better, best,
Yes.
it's still a ranking, isn't
Exactly.
it? You can't support good,
No,
better,
you
and
can't.
best.
No, you can't.
I'm Kwesi.
He said he chose the best.
I'm Kwesi. I have one vote. Even if I choose one person,
Kwesi.
the delegates will decide.
He
the delegates have decided.
He wants to put you on the spot.
My job was just to congratulate my newly
No, I
elected.
just want to understand my friend. and
I'm Kwesi, he
brother.
understands.
No, he says he's happy
I'm
with the
confused.
results.
I can't.
No, he says he's happy with the results. That's all
with
that
the
matters.
results.
He said he likes the outcome of the.
Yeah, but
of
he
the
even
polls.
supported those he thought were least qualified.
As a father of the constituency. He has a preference,
Which
but
one?
he likes all of them. He's a father. He's the MP for the constituency.
Yeah, MP for the constituency is not father of the
Oh
constituency.
no, I mean, okay, so for you can argue.
The relationship between a member of parliament
Yes.
and his party executives
Yes.
is not one of father and
child.
children.
Oh, it depends on how you look at it.
No matter how you look at it, it cannot be reduced to father and children.
They revere him a lot, too.
Yes,
as the senior man there.
As a good MP, whatever.
Yes.
But the relationship cannot be reduced to father and children.
Kwesi, I'm their lead advocate on the floor.
Sure.
Yeah. I lead the constituency, at least as a lead advocate on the floor of parliament.
Yes. Sure.
So I'm their leader.
You qualified to become a father.
But you are not their father.
I'm their leader. How you describe it as whether father or not? I lead their charge.
How do you confuse that with father?
I lead their charge on the floor.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm their lead advocate.
Anyway, one of your children is doing some wonderful things. I want you to watch him. One of your children, yes, he's one of the. Oh, let's watch this. Okay, now at the height of public controversy over Kunta mining's activities, the Akufo-Addo publicly defended both Chairman Wontumi and his company, insisting they were not engaged in illegal mining, despite reports by sections of the media and findings attributed to the Minerals Commission linking the company to unlawful mining operations. Monday's High Court judgment, however, reached a markedly different conclusion after a full criminal trial. Now, before delivering judgment, the trial judge, Justice Audrey Kuchevite, I hope I got that correctly. Kukuvite. I hope that Kukuvite. Okay. Now, dismissed a last-minute application by the defense seeking to postpone judgment. Oh, it's Kokuvi. Yeah. Why have they spelled it Kukuvi? Really? Okay, so I'm told it's Kokuvi. My sincere apologies. Now, Kokuvite dismissed a last-minute application by the defense seeking to postpone judgment and refer constitutional questions to the Supreme Court. The defense argued that constitutional issues raised in its written submissions required interpretation by the Apex Court. The judge rejected the application, holding that Section 99(2)(b) of the Minerals and Mining Act was clear and unambiguous and did not conflict with Article 1911 of the 1992 Constitution. I'll go back and forth on that. But on the accounts relating to the unlawful assignment, this is very critical. That's what I'm going to end, and I can bring my guest in. Now, on the accounts relating to the unlawful assignment of mineral rights, the court found that the prosecution had established beyond reasonable doubt that Akunta Mining transferred or otherwise dealt with its mineral rights without obtaining the mandatory approval of the minister responsible for lands and natural resources. Of course, that's what the law says. Now, Justice Kokuvite observed that the absence of ministerial approval was never disputed during the trial. There's no documentary evidence, but of course, circumstantial evidence. He himself has said, yes, there's no documentary evidence. So that's what she means. Now, the Justice Kokuvite observed that the absence of ministerial approval was never okay. Now, evidence from the Minerals Commission outlined the statutory approval process, while the accused themselves admitted that no such approval had been obtained. Okay. Now, the allegation was never contested. The accused admitted that no ministerial approval was received. The court also rejected the defense's claim that Henry Okun had merely been contracted to reclaim the greater portions of the concession. Instead, the judge accepted Okun's testimony that he had been permitted to undertake mining activities on portions of the concession and use the process to finance reclamation works. The judge described Wontumi's explanation that Okun would eventually recover his investment through future coconut farming as an afterthought. Collins, your party held a news conference. And in the nutshell, you have rejected the decision by the court. You think there's something problematic about it, and you're saying that you will appeal against it. But you also went ahead to say that as far as you are concerned, Wontumi is a prisoner of... What's the word? Is a prisoner of...
Political prisoner.
Yes, a political prisoner. That's the word I was looking for. Why? Let me start with Collins. You want the air out? Okay, that's fine. Why is he a political prisoner?
Good morning once again to yourself and to Kwesi.
Morning, Collins.
First of all, the question for me is, who's Chairman Wontumi? Chairman Wontumi is the chairman, the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the MPP. The MPP, as you know, has its biggest support base.
Sorry, Collins, do you...
Now, the other ingredient, which my brother and friend, and Collins, I'm entitled to call you a brother and friend, I suppose.
I'm humbled.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The other point he makes is that, look, who prosecuted him? It's the Attorney General who prosecuted him. The Attorney General is a member of government. In fact, he sits in cabinet. And therefore, this is a political case. That's a huge problem. Okay. Now, we have made reference to these provisions of the Constitution over and over and over again. And I'm going to do so again today. This is the 1992 Constitution.
Okay.
In the 1992 Constitution, Chapter 88, Clause 1 says, "There shall be an Attorney General of Ghana who shall be a Minister of State and the principal legal advisor to government. The Attorney General shall discharge such other duties of a legal nature as may be referred or assigned to him by the President or imposed on him by this Constitution or any other law. The Attorney General shall be responsible for the initiation and conduct of all prosecutions of criminal offenses." This is the Constitution. So if you make the argument that the fact that the Attorney General is a member of government, the cases he prosecutes become political cases, there's a huge problem. So by extension of logic, you'll be saying that the prosecution of Atai was a political case. So any case prosecuted by the Attorney General, by extension of logic, becomes a political case, in which case there can be no prosecutions in Ghana. That's a huge problem. Okay. Now, the other thing that I like to touch on is that we are always, anxious, and maybe legitimately so, to defend the rights and reputations of persons who are prosecuted or who, the judiciary has to make decisions on. Good friend, Gloria Akufu, who was the Attorney General at a point, also decided that the punishment was too lenient, the sentence, and went to Parliament to seek an amendment which would increase the threshold to 15 years. The majority in Parliament then argued that 15 years was too lenient and that it should be extended to 25 years maximum and 15 years minimum. Okay. And of course, it passed. Now, in the course of the discussion, a Deputy Speaker of Parliament, a member of Parliament on the majority side then, actually made the point that they are wasting time, that Galamsey is so serious that the policy we should adopt is a policy to shoot and kill. The evidence is there. So those who said that even 25 years was too lenient and that we should shoot and kill, today are saying that the 20-year sentence is too harsh. I cannot believe it. They said 25 years is too small. In any case, this also means that the judge could have imposed a 25-year sentence if, in her view, the case merited 25 years. The least sentence she could have imposed is 15 years. That is what the law binds her to do. You understand? Now, what is interesting is that there were 2 counts on which he was found guilty. The judge decided that the sentences should run concurrently, and that is why he's going to serve 20 years. If the judge had not made a determination that the sentences should run concurrently, he could be serving 50 years. And the judge could have made that decision. He could have served 50 years. So the judge, in her wisdom, and I'm sure with some compassion, decided that instead of 50 years, he should serve 20 years. Now, Collins has made the point that 20 years is a long time. He's now how old? And that he'll come up when he's 70 and so on. The reckoning is not that way.
Yes.
The prison year is not 12 months.
It's actually 9, isn't it?
It's 9 months.
It's 9 months, yeah.
So if you do the calculation, he's not going to stay in prison for 20 years.
Maybe 15.
Or maybe even less.
Or less, yeah.
But in addition to that, every year, there's been no year in which the president has not granted some pardon to prisoners and so on.
Parole, yes.
Parole and all kinds of things. And that substantially reduces the sentencing and so on. Now, that is not to say that prison is a comfortable place. Prison is a horrifying place.
Yeah.
I mean, if you talk to people, I haven't been to the West prisons. I have friends who served in the West prisons, like Kukubaku and Harunata and so on. They were in the West prisons. But I've been to Akuse prison. I've been to Oshaford. I've been to Nabrongo prison as an inmate. I've been to Tamale prison as an inmate and so on. Okay?
Because you suffered, though.
No, that's not the point I'm making.
Yeah, no, but I'm just...
So, prison is not a place you would wish for anybody. Yes. Ghanaian prisons are terrible places to have people, you know. Even in Salon prison, which in our days we regarded as a hotel, as a 5-star hotel, even there, the conditions are horrifying.
Yeah.
So, whether he stays there for 6 months, 1 year, 10 years, or so on, it's a harrowing experience to be in prison.
Yeah.
And even if he's your enemy, you should worry that somebody like him is going to spend time in prison. But the fact is that he's not going to spend 20 years in prison.
Yeah.
You understand? Even as the situation is horrifying and so on.
Just be factual about it.
Yeah. Now, my wish, my hope, is that the appeal will be filed. And that the 3 judges who will sit on the appeal will be compassionate. They will take into account the merits, the legal merits of the case, and also take into account our nature as humans and so on, and make a determination which, as Lord Denning insists, must serve the interest of society. That's all.
Okay. Okay, please come in. So when you're done, I can bring in our viewers.
Yes. So I've listened to Kwesi attentively, and I like his end part about the compassion, which is something that we all wish for Chairman Wontumi for the appeal. But Kwesi then talked about my assertion about political persecution and selective justice. More, I insist on that what is happening is selective, what is happening is targeted, because it's very clear to all of us that there are quite a number of other people involved in Galamsey, which the president himself has admitted of his own government. But to date, nothing has happened to it. Indeed, just this morning, the 4th Estate, the 4th Estate has published on their Facebook page, and let me read with your permission, just this morning, just 3 hours ago, 9 months after the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources revoked the lease of a licensed mining company in Pristia, Uni Valley, the mine is now being fully operated by a group of illegal miners connected to the National Democratic Congress, NDC, led by Ebenezer Amegapo, an NDC activist in the Presiahuni Valley constituency. The illegal miners took over RMG Mining Company concession in March 2025 after national security stormed the underground mine. These are clear evidence that people in this government are involved in Galamsey.
Allegation.
Uncle Kwesi.
Allegation.
To investigate it, it's 9 months now.
Yeah, but allegation.
Uncle Kwesi, you can't tell me that in 9 months the government has not taken any action against any of their political appointees or political people involved, the NDC people, with clear evidence. With clear evidence, nothing has happened to them. Absolutely nothing. We are not seeing any prosecution of any member of the NDC involved in Galamsey. But the president is telling us that his people are involved. Why are they not prosecuting them? Why? Why are we not seeing any action? Why?
It's still being investigated.
Oh, it takes 1 year. Absolutely, that's fine. This one is 9 months. It's still being investigated.
Let me share with you what, so in response to what the question you just asked about why investigations are taking.
And let me go on to some of the things he
okay, that's fine.
Yes,
that's fine. So that, yes.
Then Kwesi then sought to suggest that I'm impugning on the reputation or the
judge of the court.
The judge. No, I'm not doing so, Kwesi. I've not said so. In my submissions, I did not in any way impugn on the integrity of the judge. I did not.
Who delivered the political judgment?
I'm coming because I'll come there. I'll make that. I'll answer that.
Because it's closely tied, closely related.
I just want to find out: was Chachuchikate's case a political case?
According to your definition.
Oh, Kwesi, let me. No.
But you've asked the question. According to your definition, you have said that because the Attorney General is a member of government.
No, let me finish my point. I didn't say
who prosecuted Chachuchikate?
I didn't say so, Kwesi. I didn't say that.
Who prosecuted
I didn't say so, Kwesi. I didn't say so.
Okay.
I didn't say so. I didn't say that any case prosecuted by Attorney General is political. I didn't say so. I am saying that the Attorney General is being selective in relation to Galamsey issues.
Oh, no, sir.
It's being selective.
Collins, please. I beg you. You asked the question, who is Wontumi? And then you answered.
I answered it.
And you said, who is the Attorney General? And you went on to make the point that because the Attorney General is a member of government,
yes,
it gives the case a political tint.
No, Kwesi, let me explain.
Okay, so he wants to explain.
In relation to Wontumi, because there are other similar issues, there are other similar offenses of people in the NDC involved in Galamsey. I'm not saying the Attorney General don't say it as is done to Wontumi.
Okay, so that's the basis. Point I'm making. Okay, so that's the basis for.
That's the point I'm making. Okay. I'm not saying the Attorney General don't say it to other members of his own party. But he's gone ahead to prosecute Wontumi.
So that's what makes it
prosecuting other members of the NDC. That's the point I'm making.
Moro. All three of us know that Wontumi is not the only person in the MPP who has also been accused of involvement or facilitation of Galamsey. You know that?
Yes.
Have the other people in the MPP who have also been alleged to be involved in Galamsey been prosecuted? And why not?
I'm talking.
So to be fair, you have to look at the matter in its fullness. You understand? Why? You know, and Collins knows that there are other people who have been in the NPP who have been mentioned as being suspected of involvement in Galamsey, in much the same way that there are some people in the NDC who are also suspected of involvement in Galamsey who have not been prosecuted. Our duty as citizens is to insist that every and anybody, whether you belong to NPP or NDC or KDD or WYZ, if you are involved in Galamsey, you must face the full rigors of the law.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. Collins, please go ahead.
My thoughts, I just truncated my thoughts.
Oh, sorry. I'm really sorry, Collins. I'm sorry.
I'm saying that what I'm saying here is selective in nature. It's selective. Very, very selective. And I insist on that point. Very, very selective. Now, I just asked a question. was Kwesi case a political case?
By your definition.
Oh, Kwesi.
By your definition.
You have to question, so he's responding. Or it's a rhetorical
It's not by my definition. Okay. We had members of the NDC,
of course,
accusing President Kufuor of impaneling the courts, just to accuse Statutory Kata.
Of course.
At the time, Kwesi's point of allowing the judges to make their judgment on law was lost on us. It was totally lost on us. We fed President Kufuor intentionally pack the courts. But we forgot, as Kwesi is saying, that the judgment was based on the judge's interpretation of the law. But we accused the MPP of being political persecution. What is wrong if I do the same comparison? Especially when I see...
Let me tell you what is wrong. In this particular case, nobody can accuse anybody of packing the court. So that's the difference.
That's the difference.
In this particular case, nobody can accuse anybody of packing the High Court.
But Kwesi,
yes, sir.
Is it wrong for the president to nominate people to the Supreme Court? Is it wrong?
Let me explain something to you. You see, Master, are you ready? Let me explain something. Let me explain something to you. In a matter which has been determined, so you know the positions of the judges. In the case of Statutory Kata, we knew the positions of the judges. And the court had come to the conclusion that he had not committed an offense. On the basis of the fact that the fast-track court was an illegality.
It was unconstitutional.
It was not constitutional. Now, all of us knew the position of Justice Afre, that Justice Afre believed that the court was constitutional. So if it was appointed onto the next panel, isn't it obvious how the decision will go? That was the problem with the Statutory Kata case. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
Because the man had already expressed his position that the fast-track court was constitutional. Chatu had been acquitted on the basis of the fact that the fast-track court was not constitutional. Now, if a panel is constituted and there's a friend whose views are already known is picked to sit on that panel, what does that amount to?
Kwesi, I'm sure you can help me with history.
Yes, sir.
The Supreme Court...
Well, I'm not a historian.
But I'm sure there are times...
my memory.
Of course. I'm sure there are times the Supreme Court will make a judgment. Then somebody goes for an appeal. And then that judgment is overturned by the same Supreme Court.
It's possible.
It's possible. The point I was making in reference to your rebuttal to my earlier submission was that I was not impugning on the intelligence or the intellectual capacity of the judge. No, that's not what I was doing. Absolutely, that's not what I was doing.
If you say that this judgment is political, is influenced by political considerations and so on, what are you doing to the judge?
I'm not attacking the judge. I was talking about the prosecution.
But the conviction is by the court. It's not by the prosecution.
I'm talking about the prosecution. I've explained that I'm talking about the selective nature. The selective nature of the prosecutions.
Fantastic. So
that's the point I'm making.
Tomorrow, fantastic. We are getting somewhere. Yes. We've now come to the conclusion that the judge in delivering this judgment was not political. Political considerations were not her motivation. No,
Kwesi.
Are we coming to that conclusion?
No, Kwesi. I disagree with the judgment and have the right to disagree with the judgment.
Because it's political.
I disagree with the judgment. Some of the things the judge has said, I disagree with it.
So the judge...
Kwesi, I disagree with it. Kwesi, I disagree totally with it. And even the fact that we are going for an appeal is a critique of the first judgment. Yeah. So I disagree with it. No. But I'm saying that the whole prosecution, the selective nature of the prosecution,
Collins,
it's a problem for me.
There's one thing we are discussing.
It's a problem for me.
Collins, there's one thing we are discussing now. Are we saying that the judgment as delivered by the judge is political?
No.
Or was influenced by political considerations?
No, he says the prosecution.
You can disagree with the judge.
He said the prosecution is political because he says it's selective.
But here, we are talking about the judgment. Okay. Are we not?
Yes, we're talking about the judgment. But he says Wontumi perhaps shouldn't have been prosecuted at all, but for his political leanings. That's the point he's saying.
Is that what he's saying? Or he's saying
that's what I heard him say.
Others should also have been prosecuted.
Yes.
There are two different statements.
Yes, so he says...
Wontumi should not have been prosecuted is another statement.
No, he said...
Others should also have been prosecuted is another statement.
Yes.
The two are not the same.
Okay, so prosecute Wontumi, prosecute others as well, so that you are fair.
Boss, is that what you're saying?
No, but you are not making me flow with my...
Okay, so let's allow him. Yes, obviously, let's allow him to make his point. Yes, please, no, please.
I mean, those watching us have seen what I want to say.
Please go ahead.
I've not... Uncle, you use words like reckless. I don't think that was fair to me because my analogy or my submission was not reckless in nature to impugn on them.
No, I'm not talking about you.
Oh, no, he was talking about
no, I know. I mean, he was talking about the general, and I'm saying that I'm not impugning on them. Even the judge, I don't even know her. Why would I even... This is the first time I'm reading her judgment.
It's good we have come to...
I don't even know. Why would I...
It is very good we have come to the conclusion that the judge did no wrong.
Uncle, I am saying that I don't have any problem with the judge.
Fantastic.
So why would I have a problem with the judge?
Please go ahead. Please
I have a major problem with the judgment.
The judgment?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a major problem with that.
Okay.
And I'm entitled to that.
Yes.
I have a major problem with that.
Okay.
That is the point I'm making. I have a major problem with her thinking and her conclusions.
Okay.
I have a major problem with that. And I'm saying that even the appeal process is also a critique of her thinking and her judgments.
Right.
We have every right to say so.
Right.
My point is that this selective nature of prosecution is bad. It is very, very bad. That's my point. Okay. Because the president himself has made it clear that there are members of his own government involved in Galamsey. What has happened to that? What has happened to that? What has happened to that?
Okay.
You see, I don't want to contest that statement.
Yes.
I have no basis to contest that statement. Except to say, and last week I was complaining to you,
yes,
that those who do these posters, attributing words to people and so on many occasions fabricate those words.
Yes.
You are aware of that.
That's true.
And Collins must be aware of that.
In relation to what the president said?
Yeah, so...
No, there's a video of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a video.
Okay, no problem.
This one, there was a video, there's a video. It was reported by the media house.
In fact, there's something on Ghana Web. I checked it.
Then there's no problem.
Yeah, there was a video.
If there's evidence of that.
Yes, there's
what he said was that Galamsey happens across both political divides.
He said so, that some of these people are also involved. He said so. And it was captured by...
No, I'm not contesting it at all. I'm just,
Okay. All right. Let's take a break. When I return from this break, and please bear with us, don't go anywhere. I have tons of your messages, very, very interesting thoughts that have been shared by our viewers, and I like the diversity of opinions that have been expressed. It's fantastic. Please stay with us. I'll share them with you.
So we're working with illegal mining. Illegal mining has eaten into the fabric of our society, and I must say that it is not only a menace to our society, but it has involved a circle of traditional rulers, political party appointees and everything. And so even when one party changes, those who were running some operation who were to one party will go to the next party and say, oh, now that you have come and take over this operation and let's share, and we too will be getting small. This is what we're doing. And so I don't kid myself that we don't have our own people involved. And the work of the NIMOS is not easy. They go to a community and the chiefs, the youth...
You can't blame the MPP for questioning this time and time and again, So the investigative institutions must wake up and do a job on this one. So Edmond says that Chairman Wontumi was not sentenced in the absence of a lawyer. He had 4 lawyers with him from Samuel Attachment's firm, Deputy Attorney General Dr. Justice Shremsai. So why is Collins saying his lawyer was absent? I don't remember Collins saying his lawyer was absent.
No, he didn't say that.
All right, so Albert says that interesting discussion. We are patiently waiting for the outcome of the NSS saga in regards to my classmate Collins. And Mansa Musa from London, UK, Voice of London. He says, well, I totally agree that no one has to be jailed on the assumption of guilt, but surely I want to believe that this isn't the case with Wontumi sentence. I base my prism on academic deductions on some aspects of those hidden unspoken, but at least in public discourse. On the basis of that, the fact that Wontumi found it necessary to send a subcontractor to go and reclaim to make good a damaged forest area. The question is, how did that land or forest got damaged and by who? Secondly, if we agree that Wontumi sent a subcontractor to go and repair damaged forest, what measures did he put in place to supervise and check for work being done? For any one of us to assume that the judge in this case got it wrong, this assumption is in itself should be well examined. Good morning from Mansa Musa. Now, Samuel Brian Boabe, he says that President Mahama cannot use the courts to settle personal scores with those he believes have offended him. John Wontumi, like every other person, is not perfect. Many Ghanaians may disagree with his politics, but any injustice against him should concern every well-meaning Ghanaian because justice must be impartial. President Mahama's first term, John Wontumi's Hansol and Akunta mines were attacked and burned to the ground. President Mahama's second term, John Wontumi has been sentenced to 20 years in prison. Connect the dots, Samuel Brian Boabe. The whole thing is political, just to satisfy the president because Wontumi disrespected him, his wife, and the vice president. Now, if the NDC can use 7 months to jail political opponent, the excuse regarding the investigations of Yamin and Abanga is complete bunkum. Now, this one, Al Hassan from Tema says, Assalamu alaikum, the argument of the MPP is untenable. In the past, all they say is that if anyone has a case against any MP member, they should go to court. Today, the same people are against the court for doing their work. This blame game and pointing fingers at the AG for being selective is unfair. Let alone the AG let's allow the AG to do a thorough investigations with substantial evidence before proceeding to court to prosecute. This is the beginning of the resetting agenda. Al Hassan Bosa from Tema. Madam Utiko Jaba, good morning. It's good to know you're tuned in. I hope you're doing well. Long time. She's a former women's organizer of the MPP. Now, Mr. Nunu IBG, former with the IBG, says the president didn't say NDC members were involved in Galamsey. He spoke about the possibility of NDC members involved. The two are different. One suggests that the president knows specific people involved, and another suggests that he won't be surprised if NDC members are caught in Galamsey. Now, Neil Ante says, ask Collins if Wontumi case is selective. They didn't know which regime started the case. And Abdul Kuzuz says that the judgment makes very interesting reading, and I urge all of you to read. It is just about 56 pages. It's actually 59. The judge said, it's a very long message. The judge said her sentencing of Wontumi was for the sake of environment. The court noted that Wontumi had a license to mine on that field. The court found that it was PW1 and PW2 were the miners who had 27 other employees. The court notes that Wontumi gave the land to PW1 and PW2 to mine without prior approval by the minister. And it goes on and on and on. But your point is, in fact, it was adduced in court that PW1 and PW2 admitted that the gold and guns seized belonged to them. I pray the seized gold and guns were...
So far, so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.